Hey guys, my name is Oshun the Great, and welcome to my beautiful channel. I guess today is just about real ass topics because now I'm talking about policemen, and honestly, policemen make me nervous, so I'm even nervous to post this fucking video, to be honest. This is so real, being a black woman in America, but I thought I'd speak my mind because other people may feel what I'm feeling. So this is my perspective as being a black woman in America, and yes, I'm speaking my mind today. If you don't fuck with it, who gives a fuck? This isn't your platform, so you can click out, motherfuckers. No, I'm just playing. No, but for real. So today it might get real, so if you guys are pretty sensitive, like for real, just click out, because this is gonna be my perspective. It's not to like hurt anybody's feelings or no shit. It's more so to like say what I've experienced as a black woman, and these are the realities that people have to live with, whether we like it or not. Alright, so with that being said, policemen make me nervous as fuck. It's so confused. I kind of agree with Tupac saying that policemen are a gang, meaning they are basically a gangs that are protected by law to do as they please. And I understand that policemen aren't here to serve me, and what I mean by me is my people, to protect me or protect people who are from the hood, or ghetto kids, or kids who you know, aren't middle class or higher class, or people who don't have the skin color that I have. So meaning I understand that they aren't here to overall to protect me. Before they protect me, they will protect white people or people who have money, things like that. And with every bone in my body, every time policemen come around, I can't fuck with that. I tense up. My childhood growing up, mostly my teenage years, I had a lot of cops fucking with us because we were teenagers a lot of times, rolling around in cars. You know, we were on the bullshit, drinking, smoking and stuff too, but that's not the point. But I noticed how much more cops would be around minority communities, or around you know, the youth population in our culture. So I didn't really fuck with that. And then growing up, obviously you hear all the horror stories, and now you even hear the horror stories of police brutality and then black men getting killed in the street. Now it's resorted to black women even, and black children. So it's getting really outrageous and out of hand, and people wonder why we can't really fuck with them or really trust them. And then people be like, oh, you know, there's good policemen, but in all reality, if you're all on the same team and no one's really changing, you know, making changes, then how does that resort to the black community, or, you know, the collective? So it's kind of a confusing thing with me. It's like you're supposed to trust him, but then it's like I don't trust him, and then it's not just for no reason. So that's kind of like my standpoint with them now. And even there was an instance where I had to ask a policeman. There's been times that, like, okay, there's policemen that who have grown up from a certain area or hood, and they understand how it works, so you get treated a little bit better. And that's how I think it's supposed to roll. Like, I heard some people say, oh, you're supposed to maybe if you have cops that, you know, grew up in certain communities, you put those cops with that community. That can save, to me, I feel like that can be a little bit better. But overall, I feel like even an instance that I had recently where I had to ask, I think, a cop for directions, and it was like late at night, and I'm just like, I think I was actually expecting him to give me a lift somewhere because I was a single female, you know, like, and I feel like I just should have been treated better in that respect. Meaning, like, because I was lost in a city that I didn't even fucking know, and trying to get to my destination, and he helped me just enough to get where I had to go, and was like, okay, you know, I know it's like 11 at midnight, but you can go walk your merry long way. And then the place is, I kid you not, like a 10-minute drive. And I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me right now? But that's what I feel like being a black woman in America resorts to as far as policemen. Like, you could tell in his demeanor that it's like, okay, I'm not really fucking with you like that, but I'll help you because I'm a cop, I'm supposed to do that. So it's like, I'm really conflicted. But in reality, every bone in my body is like, don't trust him. So it's like, but I'm curious to know what you guys think about policemen, and how we can go about express like why you could be feeling this way, or why I can be feeling this way, or just openly discuss. You know, I'm open to discussing with you guys, but I know why I feel this way is because we're always ingrained in our head every day that, you know, black lives don't matter. So if you hear that if that's like constantly in your mind, then you won't trust them either. And then you know, you start not trusting a whole race, and then you start having people, and I feel like the whole idea is to breed fear in my race. And that's the reality. And then, but it also breeds fear in the other race. If you portray black people on TV or the news like we're savages that need to be stopped, then that's how everyone's gonna react. Everyone's gonna go against each other. It's gonna be shootouts. It's gonna be whatever the fuck is going on these days. But really, we need to be smart and learn to think for ourselves and use our human morality and empathy first before we start, you know, being afraid of someone because they're different. But yeah, I don't know, you guys. That's just my little input on how I feel about policemen, and it's really contradictory because it's really fucking with me, because even recently I had to report a crime on rape against my own family, not knowing if I would be taken serious, and that's heartbreaking to me, because obviously I'm a woman and I'm black, and you know, being as I feel like that subtle racism is there in our community, who knows how the fuck my case is going to be handled. And then my case is handled by a white male. So, you know what I'm saying? So all of that kind of concerns me in my mind these days. And it's like, it's nothing you can really do about it. It's like, it's kind of like having these corrupted people in the higher positions, and you can't do shit about it. So it's like, imagine if you're put in those shoes, how scary, how, you know, how wild that has to be. But then it's people who lash out and be like, oh, you just hateful, or you just this and that. It's not for no reason. But yeah, that's my little input. Be dope, be unapologetically. Peace.